supposed to cover, late for doctor's appointments, late for picking up the kids. But not today. Today her eyes were fixed on the old electric kitchen clock with the dangling cord that hung on the wall behind the receptionist's desk in the penny-saver office. If only she could stop the minute hand from lurching forward. If only she could stop time. Then she wouldn't have to go to the Board of Selectmen's meeting at 5 o'clock. "Is there something the matter with my hair?" asked Phyllis, whose various job descriptions included receptionist, telephone operator, and advertising manager. She gingerly patted her tightly permed tangerine dew. "You keep staring at it." "Your hair's fine," said Lucy. "I'm looking at the clock." Phyllis peered over her rhinestone-trimmed cat's-eye glasses and narrowed her eyes. "Have you got the hots for Howard White? Can't wait to see him." She paused and smoothed her open-work white cardigan over her ample bosom. "Wield his gavel." Howard White was the extremely dignified chairman of the Board of Selectmen, a retired executive who was well on in years. Lucy laughed. "Howard's not my type," she said. Phyllis raised an eyebrow, actually a thinly penciled orange line drawn where her eyebrows used to be. "Why not? He's not bad-looking for an old guy, and he's rich." "He also has a wife," said Lucy, "and I have a husband." "Details." Phyllis waved a plump, manicured hand, nails polished in a bright coral hue. "I don't want to go to the meeting. I wish Ted would cover the Board of Selectmen until this dog hearing is over." Ted was the owner, publisher, and editor-in-chief of the Penny Saver. "Did I hear my name?" he inquired, sticking his head out of the morgue, where the back issues, going all the way back to the Courier and Advertisers, printed in the 1800s, were stored. "Ted, do me a favor and cover the Selectmen's meeting, please." "Trouble at home?" "You could say that," said Lucy. "It's Kudo. He's been going after Prudence Pratt's chickens, and I got a summons yesterday for a dog hearing. I just feel so awkward trying to cover the meeting with this thing hanging over me." "Is the hearing tonight?" "Next meeting." "Sorry, Lucy, but I don't see a conflict of interest tonight. I'll cover the next hearing, though." "Do you have to?" asked Lucy, picturing her name in the headline. That darned dog was such an embarrassment. She felt like a criminal. Couldn't we just skip that meeting? Pretend it never happened? "No," said Ted flatly. "And if you don't get a move on, you're going to be late for today's meeting. It's 5, you know." Lucy checked the clock. It was 5 minutes to 5. "They never start on time," she said, slowly gathering up her things. "And town hall's just across the street. There's no hurry, really." "You better get a move on." Lucy hoisted the faded African basket she used as a purse on her shoulder and drifted towards the door. "I'm not going to miss anything. Bud Collins is never on time, and they always have to wait for him." Ted yanked the door open, making the little bell jangle. "Go!" "See you tomorrow," said Lucy, walking as slowly as a convict beginning the last mile. The door slammed behind her. Selectmen's meetings were held in the basement hearing room of the town hall. The walls were concrete block, painted beige. The floor was covered in gray industrial tile, and the seating was plastic chairs in assorted colors of green, blue, and orange. One end of the room was slightly elevated, and that's where the board members sat, behind a long bench, similar to the judge's bench in a courtroom. What with the flags in the corner and a table and chairs for petitioners, the room was quite similar to the district court, thought Lucy. It wasn't a comforting idea, and she tried to put it out of her mind as she took her usual seat, smiling at the scattering of regulars who never missed a meeting. Scratch Hallett, a gruff old fellow who had a plumbing and heating business and was active in veterans' affairs, was a particular